Welcome to the 13th house. Come on in, take your shoes off, make yourselves at home, and let's get weird for a little bit. If you're new here, welcome to the weirdness. It's going to be exactly that. If you're returning, thank you so much for finding something here worth returning to. As always, your perception is your responsibility. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, use your discernment, all that good stuff, okay? And for my safety and yours, anything I say, do, what have you on this channel is for entertainment purposes only. If you know, you know. And without any more of that, let's dive in. Okay. I thought today I would do a pick-up pile reading. It's something a little different. So this is pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. I'll show you the pictures. Whichever one resonates most with you, just pick that one, okay? That's pile 1. I'll leave the timestamps pinned in the comments, okay? Pile 2. And pile 3. Alright, so of course I'm going to start with pile 1, okay? If you guys like the artwork, I do it all, like, I'm always doing art stuff. I sculpt, like, stuff like this and draw and whatever. Shameless plug for myself. Anyway. Okay, so for pile 1, we have the kiss of light and darkness, honoring the lovers that heal the heart and bridge the realms with their unwavering devotion and balance. Okay. And for pile 1, we have Let It Die, religious and general conflicts. And Let It Die is some things are not meant to be healed, some are meant to be released like smoke. If you keep trying to fix what wants to end, you'll miss the life that waits for you beyond it. And then religious and general conflicts, we have boss and writer, like writer to write a book, something like that. Then we have commitment. Commit to this next stage in your development, and there will be a promise fulfilled in some form. We have sudden wealth. I'm going to set that over here, I guess. And then the dog spirit, be loyal to what you love. And the bee spirit, sweet results await. Okay. So, the number 15 or 6 could be significant, as well as number 13 or 4. The number 11 or 2. The number 7, as well as the number 19 or the number 10. Okay. With boss, it's master of wealth, risk, investing, management, and leader. With writer, it is weaver of tales, storyteller, crafting, communication, and polishing. Alright, so what this is giving for me is you are currently going through like a spiritual transformation. It's like a complete overhaul, not just, in your external life, but your internal as well. Your spirituality, your faith, how you perceive it, why you believe in what you do. The religious and general conflicts here, you're learning to let go of, like, dogmatic principles, beliefs, what have you, anything that puts you and your authenticity in some kind of box, okay? With commitment, this is basically saying, like, with the sweet results await and be loyal to what you love. Like, you're the boss of your own life, okay? And you write your own story, your own narrative. And you might also have a gift for writing, okay? And this could lead you into a career where you can be your own boss, okay? Sudden wealth is here, so you may have something that you've written and you've been sitting on for a while. And this is letting you know that if you've been waiting for the right time to publish it, put it out there for others, now is the time to do that, okay? And if you've been working on something and kind of put it off to the side, you might want to go ahead and pick it back up and, stay loyal to it. Try to put something into it every day. All right. This also, with writer being here and like communication and then commitment, it seems like someone's wanting to reach out to you soon. Okay. There might be offering you a commitment, and this could be pertaining to the writer thing, like quite literally being a writer. You put something out there, and it won't be long until someone's contacting you to give you an avenue to take that a little further. Okay, we're going to go ahead and pull a few tarot, and then I'll move on to pile 2. And I did do these, as I was, like, before I started recording, I meditated on my cards, and I pulled these blindly, so I didn't know what was going to be in each pile, so I'm looking forward to seeing what all comes through. Alright, you may be, I'm also getting that you might be in a relationship right now that is about ready to go to the next level, okay? One of my cards fell. Hold on one second. That was the Lovers. Ooh, I was just saying. Okay. We'll put that right there. The Lovers. Connection, relationships, alignment, openness, romance, harmony, choices, duality, and love. Alright, and we have, like, with the communication here, the 8 of Wands. Gaining momentum, swift progress, alignment, communications, things take off, movement, air, travel. Alright, this is echoing what I was saying about someone reaching out to you. This could either be pertaining to whatever you're writing, or they're going to add something significant to your life story, okay? It's going to give you an opportunity to really get in the author's seat of your own story here, okay? If things taking off, whatever it is that you have been investing in, working on, getting together to lead, okay, you might have a group or something like that, if you're the leader of your household, what have you, things are getting ready to take off, alright? The 4 of Wands, people divided, lack of support, disunion, unwelcome, family problems, divorce, canceled events, and discord. Okay, so this goes along with the let it die thing. It could be that this whole leadership position, you might be having to go from say you have a significant other or a family unit. You might be having to step into the place of like the sole leader of that family unit. Okay, is letting you know that you're gonna do just fine. Just stay loyal to what you love. Trust that, things are going to work out in your favor. Alright, it's time to, let whatever's trying to fall away, just die off. Let it fall away, okay? It's going to be making room for things that are more in alignment with who you are becoming. Alright? We have the 7 of Cups. Many possibilities. Unclear, illusion, confusion, lacking focus, wishfulness, shiny object syndrome, and wild imagination. Okay, so I'm getting this as, so you may be seeing that, this whole let it die, and when this says, like, religious and general conflicts, with the general conflicts being here, and then, like, with love and commitment, you might have been struggling with, wanting to stay in committed to something that wasn't serving you well because you felt like it was just your duty, okay? You thought because you had made a commitment to someone or something that binds you to it forever, okay? And that by getting yourself out of that position that it was going to like you'd be failing yourself or whatever goal that you had in mind. But I'd be guided to tell you that, you know, in situations like that, the commitment itself doesn't mean as much as your commitment to yourself. You have an obligation to you, your life, your purpose, your soul, and why it came here, that trumps anything else in your life, okay? Because if if you don't have you and your whole self being able to show up for life every day, then anything else that you're interacting with, anything else that comes from you isn't going to be at its full potential either, if that makes sense, okay? And with this lacking focus, wishful to shiny object syndrome, wild imagination, I'm getting that, you know, maybe whatever it is that you've been working on, you've been told that, you know, you got a wild imagination and, you know, like, oh, you're fooling yourself, or that's not a real career, that's not a real way to do this or to do that, that's impractical, what have you. You know, others' opinions, they're only speaking from their own realm of possibility. They don't know the realm of possibility for you. And the only way you're going to know the realm of possibility for yourself is if you go ahead and do the damn thing. Okay? And then we have solar eclipse. The changes are coming. Timing, about 6 months. Find your inner truth. Catalyst for change, transformation, and cosmic trigger beginnings. Okay, so you letting whatever this is die and phase out, okay, and taking the steps into the life that's waiting to be lived through you, okay, is going to be what triggers this transformation, okay. It's going to be the catalyst for the change to come. We'll get one more, and then I'll move on to pile 2. So it's like themes of like letting things balance out. Yep. Stop. Don't cross. Going within. Considering options. Decisions. A clear warning. Okay, so this is letting you know that, you know, with this here, alright, the kiss of light and darkness, honoring the lovers that heal the heart and bridge the realms with their unwavering devotion and balance. That's what I mean about, the relationship you have with yourself. Okay, with your soul. Letting doubt and hesitation get in the way of that commitment that you made even before you were born. Okay, you've had time to consider the options. All right, it's apparent that you've gone deep within yourself and you've been doing the work, or else all this wouldn't be surfacing for you right now. So what it's saying, like, stop, don't cross, is like, stop overthinking it, stop letting the worry and the fear and everything that keeps looping through your head, well, what if, and what if I'm mistaken, or what if this happens, what if that happens. Well, what if you go ahead and admit that, you know, you've been dying to get started on the life that you know you want and deserve, and as you've done all this work, that goal that you've had in mind, like, it is possible. It's not just fantasy, it's not just some faraway thing or something that you can use as a means of escapism to daydream about. Like, you can do this. You know, don't cross yourself off. Don't cross your dreams off just because they might be big and bold. Like, so are you, and you're meant to take up space. Okay? You're going to do just fine. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have the Full, a free spirit, new beginnings, setting out, spontaneous, adventure, idealistic, potential, carefree, opportunity, the unknown. Okay? So that's beautiful. It's giving you the go-ahead, like, you know, go ahead, take that leap of faith. All right? The opportunity is there. It's already yours. The only thing that's kind of nagging at you right now is the fact that it's unknown, and that will ease as soon as you realize that the unknown isn't as scary as it's made out to be. What's scaring you is your own assumptions, okay? And just let those phase out. And don't keep them locked in as your only variable and like your only outcome for yourself. Like the what ifs and everything. Like it's okay to have your moments to stress about it, but don't let it stop you, okay? So that's it for pile 1. That was beautiful. Congratulations on your future endeavor. And if you are a writer, give me a shout out. I look forward to reading whatever it is that you are ready to take that leap on, whoever you are. Alright, set those over to the side. Oh, I need to pull the cards off of that, the tarot cards, so I could use them for the other pile. Doo-doo-doo. It's just kidding, guys. Alright, put that back there. There we go. Okay. Now, on to pile 2. Alright, so that's for this one. It is transformation of the vessel, self-actualization, the birth of the logos upon the physical body of the bearer. Clarify your intent before I get started on these cards, because these symbols hold power, okay? So go ahead and clarify your intent, and because this is about emergence into your most authentic expression of self, okay? The sigil helps assist the subconscious with being able to perceive the logos within you in such a way that that nurtures the formation process. This also calls upon the essence of one's logos to help or guide them with a persisting issue. Or a persistent issue that you may be struggling with or struggling to find the lesson within. Okay? Okay. But we have Libra. Alright, so you might be a Libra. Someone close to you, or just be Libra energy, okay? Being balanced, negotiating, understanding your limits, meditating, restoring equilibrium. And then we have Deception, Captain, Bard, almost there. We have Great Fortune, the Lizard Spirit, dream the world into being, and the Cat Spirit, claim your independence, okay? So this is speaking about like emerging from the false perception, not only of yourself, but of your reality, of your situation, of your identity, of your relationships with others. Like, okay, like this whole restoring equilibrium. This is full-blown inside and out, okay? With the Cat Spirits is claiming your independence, and then Captain here, navigator of destiny, voyage, leadership, decision-making, objective. You're the captain of your own ship, okay? You have, you've gained the skills and everything up to this point to be able to trust your own decision-making skills, okay? You have an objective in mind, all right? And this is telling you that the direction you're headed, if you stay in your own captain's seat, okay, is headed to great fortune, all right? The number's 26, the number 8, 38, 11 or 2, the number 9, and the number 13 or 4 could be significant, okay? With dream the world into being, that has a lot to do with what this sigil is assisting with, which is that inner logos, that inner self, okay, that vision of your highest self that you hold with your mind's eye, the way that you perceive it, okay? we have Bard, keeper of epic tales, ballads, and legends. And then almost there, persist with faith, for you are on the brink of a breakthrough. Your efforts are about to bear fruit. Okay? So don't let anything deceive you at this time that makes you second guess your own capability or your own ability to, again, captain your own ship. You might be good at telling stories, at explaining things in a way that people can understand. You might be one who can dive really deep into history, myths, okay, stories from the past, and explain them in a way that people can really understand. With the, where was I? Oh yeah, with the deception here, what it's telling me is like you need to stop thinking that you need to do more to be ready, okay? Because this with the almost there thing, like whoever you are, you've gone on these loops before with getting almost to that finish line, almost to that point, that threshold point, where you see yourself, really taking off on the goal that you have in mind, okay? But you get in the habit of like telling yourself it's impossible, or like you feel like you're deluding yourself, or that, oh, it's just now's not the right time. I need to get better at this, or I need to get better at that, or I need to refine this skill before I dive into it because I don't want to make a fool of myself or something. I'm being told that what the skills that you have are very valuable. It may not seem like much when you try to compare it to the way others may be doing something similar to whatever it is you're wanting to do. But I'm being told that your unique way of doing it is what's needed, okay? The dream the world into being, you are, you're stepping into a season where your manifestations are going to be taking off, okay? And with that that emergence of the inner logos, right? Like when that true expression of self, that inner logos emerges forth, so too does it bring the fruits of what you've held within, okay? So this is just letting you know, like, you're headed toward great fortune. You've held this great fortune within you this whole time, all right? And it's also making you aware that you might have someone close to you right now who could be trying to deceive you, okay, with this keeper of epic tales, ballads, legends. I'm getting something about your spirituality, your faith, okay, the things that you believe in. You have someone close to you that keeps trying to dampen, like, the direction you're trying to go, with trying to continue to deceive you with what they think your truth should be. Okay, they keep repeating like the same rhetoric to you. Like, say for instance, and this is just an example, if you have someone close to you that is really quick to like quote scripture or something, right? And something that you want to do might be, going against the grain of their beliefs, all right? And so they start trying to quote scripture at you or whatever. And you don't want to be rude or anything because, like, it doesn't really apply to your situation, but they do it in a way that it's like, it makes you hesitate. And that's exactly what the goal is, okay? The limits they place on themselves, the limits that they choose for whatever they believe in to set around them, that's on them. That's not on you. And you are under no obligation to adhere to anyone else's way of thinking, their perception. Not like you're the captain of your own ship. And it's time for you to claim your independence with that, okay? Because the only way you're going to restore this equilibrium in your life is to keep moving forward, knowing that you're almost there, and really trusting in the foundation that you've been building within yourself, okay? What do they need to know at this time regarding this, please? Alright, that's 2. Alright, so I'm going to take both of them, being told to take both of them. So we have the 6 of Cups in reverse, strings attached, one-sided, conditional giving, subservience, unpaid debts, dependence, greed, and being undervalued. I'm picking up that that's like what I was talking about with someone close to you is, trying to deceive you to keep you from moving forward, from claiming that independence, okay? From being the captain of your own ship. They like having that control over you, okay? Because if they can have control over you, they know they can have control over this that's meant for you too, okay? And then we have the 7 of Swords in reverse, straighten the record, getting caught, confessions, remorse, unworkable strategy, come clean, and pricked conscience. So, whoever I'm speaking to, whoever is trying to deceive you, as you continue to move forward, okay, it's going to kind of eat away at those who are, trying to just get in your way for the hell of it, because they can. Because they like having that control over you, alright? This is really typical in, like, narcissistic types of relationships, okay? And, as you continue to move forward, they're going to get caught doing what they're doing. They're going to get caught in their lies, in the ways that they've been trying to manipulate and control a situation, okay? And trying to control the outcome. And you're going to see how much you may already be well aware of how you're being undervalued, okay? But whoever you are, it seems like you're in a situation where others don't quite see just how bad it is in your current situation, just how important it is for you to claim your independence, okay? This is really starting to feel like someone who's dealing with a narcissist. Okay. Oh shit! I just got something about, like, as you continue to move forward, whoever, it could be a relationship, it could be, take it where it fits, okay? But it's going to trigger them into doing something, because they're not going to like that you're continuing to do for yourself. Alright? And they're going to do something that's going to bust everything they've been doing wide open for everyone to see, okay? They're going to be forced to have to confess, okay? And they're going to have to come clean. Oh, goodness, and this might, be emotional for you when this happens, okay? I'm being told to tell you, whatever you do, just don't go back. Keep moving forward. Feel what you need to feel. You can call up, in witnessing this right now, having chosen this pile, this sigil has been activated for you. Alright, so the guidance that you need, the strength that you're going to need to call upon, and everything. This sigil holds the frequency that that's going to help you just by seeing it. Okay? Your subconscious is going to hold on to this. This is my thing. Like, I work with the collective subconscious. I know the collective subconscious and the collective unconscious. Okay? I know how to communicate with it. I know what I'm doing with this stuff. And whoever you are, I know what it's like to be in your situation. And I'm telling you, you can get through it. Just please don't stop moving forward. Don't try to negotiate with this person. I'm being told that you already know how that is. It's a fruitless endeavor, okay? Because they're just going to keep finding stories to tell you to keep your head going in loops, and you're going to always miss the point with this person when you try to engage in an argument. Oh. Anyways, then we have winter solstice, find the light within, timing a year or more, tie up loose ends, validate feelings, hibernate, and winter. Okay, so it's like for the remainder of this winter season. All right, continue to tie up your loose ends. All right, avenues are going to appear for you as you continue to move forward. Don't stress so much about, every step forward you take, the universe is going to be a step ahead of you, and it's going to be paving that ground beneath your feet right before you take that step. You got to trust that, okay? Because you already hold this great fortune, like you can do this. And it's a big test, but it's worth it, okay? Like I was saying, like feel what you need to feel, but don't stop moving forward, okay? With the hibernate here, like, give yourself time to rest when you feel like you need to rest. Like when it's saying like go after what you're dreaming of and, captain your own ship, claim your independence. That doesn't mean get on the grind and exhaust yourself. What that means is like it can be across the board, taking the little steps to start caring for yourself again. Standing firm in your boundaries. When you tell someone no, you stand on that shit. Okay? Standing on not engaging when whoever this is that keeps fucking with you, tries to start an argument or tries to bait you into looping around, just being like, I'm not discussing it. I said what I said, and that's it. Like, no need for further discussion, like, kind of thing. You got a lot coming through for you, whoever you are. A lot of different energies stepping in to speak through and be heard so you can get the messages that are for you. Whew. My throat's burning a little bit. One of your ancestors or guides is heated over this. You've recently I'm being told, not only over the holiday, like at Christmas, but just either last night or the night before, you fell asleep crying, and it's like, I can feel it in my throat. It's like a hot iron and like being stabbed down the back of your throat. Ooh. I know that feeling. I know that one. Yeah, you deserve better than that. And whoever you are, I'm also being told that I'm picking up on a situation where you're with someone romantically, okay, and that the night that you sat crying yourself to sleep, or you sat with that burning in your throat, because like that's your inner self, like wanting to scream, wanting to come out and defend itself, but you don't want to continue to stir up stuff. Like you were just trying to get to sleep. But what it is like someone pressuring you for intimacy and not letting you rest until you give them what they want, and then it's just they get their gratification, they roll over and go to sleep, and you're just laying there falling apart. Like, that's abuse, just so you know. And you deserve better, and I'm so sorry that you're having to go through this, but you are strong enough to handle whatever comes your way. You've been very smart about everything that you've gone through with whatever this situation has held, whoever is in it with you. You have alchemized every bit of it to gain so much wisdom moving forward, and you're ready. We have vernal equinox, dark to light, time, a few days. It's time, act now, fresh start, awakening, spring. Exactly, like that dark to light, that came out in the last one as well, but this is also, so too is the nature of spirit, or the soul and the vessel, the soul and the body, okay? that part of you, that inner logos that had been held in darkness, and that space of potential within yourself is ready to step into light. And you've seen this now. And so it's already started, okay? You may notice after this video, okay, you might notice your hands being a little cold, your feet being a little cold, all right? You might notice like an almost teeth chattering, subtle sense of excitement deep in your solar plexus, okay? It's letting you know that this is being activated, all right? Look out for shapes and geometric patterns, okay? When you close your eyes, just when you're about to wake up, all right? You might notice these really intricate geometric patterns and shapes, all right? That you see it with your eyes closed. It's hard to explain, but you'll know it. But also, as you continue dealing with whoever this person is, you'll find it a lot easier. This is going to help give a sort of suit of armor to those tender places within you while you're stepping into this, moving forward. So the effect that that person has on you isn't so heavy. You get what I'm saying? It's like their influence over you is going to be like drastically cut, okay? And then we have the Ten of Swords, the final chapter, dead end, break down, break up, divorce, backstab, ruin, bottom line. All right, so this is like, you know, it's time for this to end, for it. It's a dead end situation, okay? You're not a failure. You are not a reflection of the horse shit this person has put you through. You know, people like that, they see what's in you and they can't fucking stand it. They have no power or influence, okay? And so they find those who hold such gifts in everything, and they'll suck the life out of you, okay? We have the last view for you is a hangman, resisting surrender, uncertainty, delayed tactics, resist, stalling, lack of focus, and on hold. All right, so it's letting you know that you know, this person is going to try to cause delayed tactics. They might try to stall. They might make false promises. Okay, you're being told, like, remember that this person uses deception quite often, but you know this. You know this. They might want to ask you to put shit on hold. I promise I'll change. I'll do better. I didn't know that. Blah, blah, blah. They know. They have known. And remember, every time this person tries to come crawling back to you, remember how it felt to sit there, crying your eyes out, and feeling invisible. Feeling like anything would have been better than being right where you were. Like, this is your life. Oh, I'm getting heated over this one. Anyways, Seven of Coins. Good things take time. Perseverance, long-term view, coming to fruition, harvest, ripen, investments, and patience. Okay, so this is saying, like, be patient with yourself. This long-term view that you've been having all through the situation as it continued to worsen and this person's true colors started to come out. You've been slowly getting insight into where you'd rather be, where you want to be, where you deserve to be. And that's part of that alchemy that I was talking about. Like, you were in the midst of this whole situation, but you let that situation, instead of letting it break you, you let it help shape and hone the view of where you truly want to be. So you'll know what it is when you arrive to it, that this is where I belong, kind of thing. All right. Your investments, like investing in yourself, is going to pay off. Within you, the inner logos, okay, is ripe and ready to come out. And be patient with yourself and just keep moving forward. Dream the world into being. You have absolutely insane manifestation power at this time. This is going to assist you in that. So dream big and don't hold back and just keep moving forward, okay? And then on the bottom of the deck, there was the Six of Swords, okay? Overcoming hardships, conflict coming to an end, becoming stable, restoration, and peace. So that's it for pile 2. Best of luck to you, seriously. Let's see where I'm at. 4012 is going to be the timestamp. Alright, that's it. Moving on to pile 3. Oop, the vertebrae came out. Okay, so pile 3. Just writing that down. Okay, so you had this one. This is Invocation of the Divine Feminine, reaching for the fierce protection, presence, guidance, and wild wisdom of the Dragon Mother. Okay, we have the Scarab Beetle Spirit, magic works through you. The Canary Spirit, sing your own song. Main female, it's Divine Feminine presence, yeah. We have, no wait, that was, okay, yeah, so it's, no illusions. Stay grounded in truth, embracing reality with clarity and wisdom to navigate life's journey authentically. All right, we have Volunteer and Hunter. I've had this Hunter energy come out in my past few readings too. Maybe this will touch a bit on that as well. And then we have Wastrels and Vagabonds. All right. And Aquarius. Okay. Being altruistic, being collaborative, revolutionary, flux, innovating and creative. All right, so invoking the Divine Feminine, this sigil will help assist. Now that you have seen it, your subconscious has witnessed it. This is what I do. I work with the collective subconscious and unconscious. All right, I know the language very well. This holds a frequency, okay? As you look at it, your subconscious is going to hold it. It's going to remember it, all right? You're going to be remembering that you are the main character in your own life. Even if you are a male, your feminine aspect is rising, and with her is the womb space, the crucible for creation, okay? Your manifestations are going to be going up, all right? Has to go in with like this flux energy, all that potential starting to move and truly coming into form so it can emerge out of you. All right, we have the Scarab Beetle, magic works through you, exactly like that creative womb space, okay? Sing your own song, authenticity, and this too came out like the no illusions, staying grounded in truth, embracing reality with clarity and wisdom to navigate life's journey authentically. Okay, so remember that your reality is yours, like, and you have the power to bring it forth the way that you see fit. It just all depends on how you're moving in alignment with that authentic expression, and that might be why this divine feminine energy is rising in you, whether you're male or female, is because it's stepping into its place within that companion polarity within yourself, okay? For wastrels and vagabonds, you could take that as stray thoughts, okay? Or people that might be coming into your life to try to prey upon your good heart. Because it says, like, being altruistic, right? So you might be one of those people that you might have... I don't mean this in a negative way whatsoever, but it's part of the wounded feminine, okay? To be over nurturing and like this selfless devotion, spirit of service and dedication. Those are all good things. But when it comes to a point where it's like becoming sacrificial, like you're sacrificing parts of you for someone else's benefit, it gets out of balance. And if you're not getting that nourishment back into you, that's when they become, whoever's around you becomes predators, okay? I'm also getting that, your manifestation power's very strong right now, and sing your own song. You might have people that are, because with this being collaborative thing, okay, you might have a lot of revolutionary ideas. Be very mindful of who you're sharing that creative flow with. Okay, because you're trying to bring something forth that is your own something, like it's your own expression of something deep within you that you can put out into this world. All right, they may be trying to latch on to that and try to put it out as theirs, if you get what I'm saying. And also with this survival, those who are still in survival mindset, like if you think of wastrels and vagabonds, like think of people who are stuck in scarcity, okay? It's this survival mindset, and then it makes them operate off of a purely instinctual behaviors, okay? Because they're trying to get themselves stable, all right? And so they'll notice that you have this good nurturing heart, this good nurturing soul. You have the ability to manifest, and like what their conscious self may not be aware of, that the subconscious, the more instinctual aspect, will be able to pick up on within you. So you may not even be aware that this person is preying upon something within you, and that person may not even be aware that they're truly preying upon you, because deep in their subconscious, they see what you hold. The subconscious can see through masks and illusions, okay? And so, this is saying, like, just be mindful of who you choose to give your devotion to. Who you feel like you owe a sense of duty or dedication to, because before anyone else, it's you. You. No one else. And that's not being selfish, that's not being anything. You cannot give anybody shit in the way that they deserve unless you are able to show up as your whole self, okay? Let me pull some cards here, and then we'll call it. But that's why the Dragon Mother is coming, making herself known to you at this time, is because the Divine Mother is extremely nurturing, extremely devoted, protective, but she is also very fierce. She knows when someone's trying to take advantage of her or her babies. And she is one hell of a force to be reckoned with. She will not let something just leech off of her. She knows her value. And that's not to say that you don't know your value or anything like that. But it's having that backbone to stand up and say, like, I'm done giving. For you to be able to clearly see when someone is using you as prey or seeing you as prey, versus someone who's in true need of what you have to offer. And it's always up to you where you pour and how much you pour in, but just be mindful of what they can do with it, because you hold all this magic and everything. And if you're constantly pouring it out upon those who will just continue to use it recklessly and not pour back into you, then what are you going to have left for yourself to manifest your dreams and to improve yourself, to get or maintain whatever that which you have been dreaming of your whole life. Right, we have the Four of Cups in reverse: self-awareness, proactive, focus, engagement, enthusiasm for life, gratitude, renegade, seize the day. And then we have justice, fairness and balance, doing what's right, cause and effect, integrity, fairness, balance, legal matters, consequences, life lessons, and truth. Okay, so this divine feminine energy rising within you, she will help you stand on your truth. You'll begin to operate, because like the whole volunteer spirit thing, like that operates mainly on a frequency of morality, and you are going to be able to transcend morality and step into integrity and act upon that. Morality is bending to the pressure of society and what they think is right and good and what have you. Integrity is standing on that absolute truth within yourself, and you won't budge. You're not good because everybody else says it's good to be good. You're good because you truly want to be that. And integrity frees you up to be hard when you need to and whatever, because you have the authority within yourself, nobody else, to be able to make that call. All right. And then with the proactive, focus, engagement, enthusiasm for life, gratitude. Okay, so as you engage with these people, these stray, and it could even be just energies in general. It could be in a person, in a thought, in a habit, in a cycle that continues in your life, right? Being able to stay focused and proactive on what you have envisioned ahead of you. Being grateful for what you have without feeling like you owe anything to anyone, like you owe anyone some sense of service or anything from the past, as if it deserves, to linger in your field for anything. Thoughts that continue to clutter your mind, instead of letting them linger, like releasing them, letting them go. And seizing the day, being in the moment, okay? Finding that enthusiasm for life again. And not being stuck in survival because your instincts are operating from a sense of lack, because of the way you're being fed off of energetically. And that goes into a vicious cycle, because it seems like a heart like yours, being altruistic, when you feel like you're empty, you resort to acts of service, right? Like wanting to help others, to pour into others, which further leads to this imbalance, right? So it's not about like not being a given person anymore. It's about being more mindful of what you're giving, who you're giving to, and if you have been giving to yourself first. How are you going to pour into somebody else's cup if you don't have anything left in yours? And not only that, if you know that what you have in your cup isn't its best, and you truly have a heart of service, wouldn't you want to tell somebody, hey, wait and let me consider this, because I want to make sure what I have to offer you is actually going to nourish you and be truly good for you, because my cup isn't, I don't have the best quality in my cup right now, and I need to fix that before I pour into anybody else's cup. You know what I'm saying? Anyways. And then we have the Star, wish granted, contentment, spirituality, inspiration, altruistic, serenity, purpose, renewal, healing, hope, calm, and faith. Okay? So, that divine feminine energy rising up, okay? Helping you step out of your masculine polarity so much, taking a weight off of it, and you'll have this it creates a weightless feeling within yourself when that weight is distributed evenly across the shoulders of both polarities when they start to work as a team. Okay? It leads to this, and see, there's altruism again, so whatever it is you are pouring into is loaded with potential and magic and whatnot, and it's not going to be what's the word? Taking anything away from you, right? It's not going to be that you pour into someone else's cup and then now you're short that about. No, no, no. Because you'll have both of these polarities working together, and it creates a perpetual flow. So as you pour, so more comes in. But that also doesn't mean to just pour recklessly. That means like keeping it in balance to keep that perpetual flow going, okay? The healing and the sense of purpose that's going to continue to drive you forward. Walking with faith that, you know, you're making the right decisions. Whoever you are, it seems like people have used a lot of guilt and everything against you to try to keep you dedicated to them and devoted to them and acting for them. And the Divine Feminine Rising, that Dragon Mother is going to show you how how you can negate that and show them, you know, that, and yourself, that, you know, you pouring into yourself is actually is beneficial to them. That way you're not creating more friction or anything. Of course you're going to have people that when you cut them off, they're going to have to whatever, let them go. All right? It just goes to show how, what that kind of person was bringing to you, but it also, you know, helps you stand on that integrity. You get what I'm saying? Like that inner law within yourself. And then we have the Nine of Wands, a test of faith, courage, boundaries, grit, determination, faith, endurance, holding the line, persistence, and maintain. And that's what I was talking about with like maintaining that perpetual flow. You know, the Dragon Mother stepping up and in her place within yourself, okay? And you really being able to take that seat of power within yourself. Any test that comes ahead of you, you know, you might have quite a few tests come to show, like, to help you put into practice everything that you've gained as far as wisdom and experience and what have you. And these tests will come so you can like learn how it feels to stand in this new spot for this for your masculine and your feminine polarities to be working together, showing you, okay, this is what pouring enough feels like, okay? This is what pouring enough and what it feels like when somebody's trying to pull for more, and when you can say enough. Like all these different situations that'll rise to test you, but it's not going to be anything that's going to break you. You get what I'm saying? Let me get one more, please. And then we have the Ace of Wands, a passionate start, a new passion for love and life, attraction, go for it, igniting desire, aphrodisiac, engagement, chemistry, and fertility. I'm getting that this is, your Divine Feminine might be rising because outside of yourself, I talk all the time about the reflection of like, as within, so without. So, as this Divine Feminine within you rises to step alongside that masculine, that inner masculine, right? So too, it could be on the outside with, again, whether you're male or female, we all embody masculine and feminine within us, okay? It could be that as you level that out internally, so too on the external is this counterpart presence going to show up externally as well. And when they do, you're going to be able to pour into them appropriately, because what I'm getting is you, what your ancestors is saying, you have this thing about saying that you create monsters with the way that you love. Because you tend to pour so much into someone and everything starts off good and well, but then they start to expect things from you. And without considering what you might need. Like they get real comfortable letting you continue to pour, and because you love to pour, you just keep doing it. They don't love you enough to be able to come to you and say, that's enough, babe. Because they love what you give them more. If that makes sense. But in all this coming together and this balance, it's going to make this whatever's coming into your life, whew, it's going to be something lasting. It's going to be someone who can handle what you have to offer, but also with the capacity to pour back into you. Okay? So congratulations. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Wands in reverse, lacking a strategy. Reassess, make adjustments, set goals, define your purpose. And this is saying along the way, just be mindful that, be graceful with yourself when it comes to reassessing and making adjustments to the way you operate. You're not expected to, just fall in line and just be this one thing and that's it. Like, be flexible, be open, okay? Just make sure that, you're defining your purpose and that however you act reflects that purpose, okay? And, as you set goals, be open to adjusting them as needed as you make adjustments to the way that you pour into life. So life can adjust to how it's going to be pouring back into you. All right. So I hope this helps. And until next time, bye.